And it is WNCW live music today from the Jon Stickley Trio. And that tune is called Point to Point. If you're intrigued by what you just heard, then you found your home. That's a pretty good representative. Talk about the new record, John. Lost at Last. What do we need to know about it?
It's
What genre is this? How about that question? The favorite question.
The worst question.
Start with the hardest question.
That's kind of what the title of the album refers to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is losing the genre or the feeling like you should be in some genre.
Right.
Yeah, the trio kind of just naturally took on its own sound. I mean, we were really just kind of making our own music and just doing what is coming naturally to us, and it came out sounding like this, and it's a real hybrid of where we all come from. I mean, I've got like a bluegrass like picking background,
Right.
so does Lindsay, but Lindsay's also got like classical and jazz training, and Patrick's from like a hip hop background, but has played all sorts of music in his life. And the most fun thing about the band, and I think the CD we finally captured that, is that it's a sum of three parts, and we've just over time figured out how to fit them together. It wasn't naturally. It took a little while to figure out.
And I said this earlier, and I say it again. It just feels like the maturity of this work, like you finally hit it. You've reached that point. So,
Thanks.
yeah. And who comes to a show, a Jon Stickley show?
Hopefully, a lot of people coming up on Saturday. But we've played for lots of different types of crowds. Early on we opened up for like Leftover Salmon,
Right.
and the String Dusters and Green Sky Bluegrass. We still do a lot with those guys. So that was kind of like a jam band crowd. But then we've played seated listening shows for, we've done house concerts for, and then played like daytime sets in a park at local festival where people are just tasting apple cider, and it's like because we love playing so much and we're kind of versatile, we can tailor our sets to kind of fit any environment, But we really like doing like late night sets at festivals too. Like
Does the
dance
set evolve
crowds.
for the audience in the setting, or do you play what you play and see how it floats?
We play the same songs, but we we fit it to the crowd a lot of the time, and we can take it from like chill to 11. If we need
One
to.
thing I really love playing with John is that so many of the original tunes that we do, just out of nowhere, the tune can he's able to take tunes that we've played millions of times, it seems like, and make them new. Just improvise on them and somehow put something fresh on it.
Yeah. Well, and you talk about all these different elements in it, but I can hear like just that picking, like, oh yeah, it's just picking and grinning kind of music, and then it can get totally. I could see you playing at a jazz festival just as well. It just slides into all those kinds of music. So one of the things I like about this record is, as far as it pushes things, it always seems like a melody and a groove. There's always something you can kind of get a hold of in there as well.
Yeah, and we're not trying to do anything like weird per se. We're really just playing music that we like, and we like music with a strong melody and not a lot of like crazy noodling, but some soloing, some experimentation, and I still think of myself as kind of like a bluegrass traditionalist person, even though the music doesn't sound like that. But it's like it needs to be held to a standard, of timing and.
Right.
Someone told me at IBMA we played a set, and that was a traditional bluegrass event.
This past IBMA?
And I said from the stage, I was like, I know this isn't bluegrass, but we're so glad to be here and be part of this bluegrass family. And a guy in the front row said, "Hey man, if it's on top of the beat, it's cool with me." And I was like, I like that. I feel you, man.
There's a lesson there, right?
Yeah.
The CD release, the CD is called Lost at Last. The CD release show is this Saturday up at ISIS Restaurant and Music Hall up in Nashville. You want to introduce the band? Who's in the trio with you?
Well, on drums, we've got Patrick Armitage.
Yay!
And on violin, we've got Lindsay Pruitt.
Hey there.
The one and only.
And on the guitar, Jon Stickely. I guess we should do that. There's so many things I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about what's stuffed inside of your guitar, but I think we should. But seriously, though, it would be fun to talk about maybe some of the effects you're using and how you're getting these different sounds. But let's get a song first. You want to set up your next tune?